What's popping, man? Like I always say, shout out to everybody that watch my videos, everybody that like my videos, and everybody that leave comments. I really, really appreciate y'all. Right now, your boys in North Carolina, headed to Maine. It's gonna be, well, it ain't gonna be a long trip. I actually like the East Coast, so to me, the East Coast is easy. A lot of people don't like coming on the East Coast. They don't like going through New York, Boston. I actually love it, and ironically, that's really where the money is. So I tell them all the time, I say, look, take me to the money. You ain't got to keep me down south where everybody want to be close to home. No, take me to the money. Wherever it's at, I'm going. You know, so when you hear about people be like, oh, it's no money in trucking, it's money in trucking. You just got to have certain connections. You got to be willing to drive this place. A lot of people, they limit themselves. So if you're a young truck driver, don't limit yourself. Because by you limiting yourself, you're going to stay at the average pay scale. Because you won't go here. And you're going to find out, when you go to some of these places, it's not as bad as you thought. You're going to actually start liking it. I remember when I first started, I was like, don't ever bring me to New York. Man, I love going through New York. I love the traffic. I don't care about traffic. You know, but today I want to talk about perspective, man. Your perspective on life is so important because your life going to go up and down as you keep living. You're going to be up for a minute, then you're going to come back down. And by you controlling your perspective, that's everything in your life. Let's say you get in a car accident and your car got totaled, and you gotta drive 30 minutes to work every day. You gotta figure something out. If you let that break you, it's over, man. See, in life, especially as men, as we get older, when things start happening, we can easily just break down. So let me tell you something. A lot of homeless people you see, they not homeless because they don't want to work, you know, that they lazy. Nah, they was doing good in life and something happened and it just broke them. They had a child died, it broke them. Their mother died, it broke them. You know how many people living with parents that are dead, and you might see them smiling, like you might see them going on with life, but behind closed doors, them people hurting, man. Behind closed doors, them people hurting. And you don't know what it takes for some people not to give up. You know how many people that you may know that attempted suicide, but you never knew it? You never knew it. So when people say, oh, homeless people lazy, man, all homeless people not lazy. It's just something happened in their life and it changed their perspective. So your perspective is everything, man. It's everything. You can go left, you can go right. You can just give up on life, or you can let that motivate you. And sometimes you're gonna want to give up. Sometimes you're gonna want to throw in the towel and say, man, forget all this. Like this don't matter anyway. But I'm telling y'all every day, do not give up on yourself. I don't care right now. You might be broke, your bank counting the negatives, your car tripping. Hey, find a way, man. Don't have no pride. Don't forget anybody who watching you. You gotta look out for yourself. You gotta make a way. It's all about your perspective, man. Have a perspective where you can always make a way. That's why I always tell myself, when something happens unexpected in my life and it like gets in my way, I say, you know what? Make a way. Make a way. Figure it out. You keep telling yourself that, you go do it. Life is all about perspective, man. That's how, when you on your journey and you got a vision and you can see something and your perspective, people may see you working at McDonald's, but you got a vision. So when you working. You're not just going through the motion. And they looking at you like, why this nigga so happy? Why this nigga going hard at work? But they don't see it. They don't see their perspective. They don't know if you just start saving up your checks, you can still save up 10K, 20K. They don't know. Instead, they complaining about how much they making. It's all about perspective, man. Everybody's perspective, everybody's perspective is different. So that's why a lot of times you can't really try to convince people to be what you want them to be, because they just don't see the world like that. Everybody see the world differently, bro. We live on this planet, but everybody in a whole different world. Even the people you grew up with, even your family members you was in the house with, everybody see the world differently. So don't try to change people. Don't try to make people, like people who are like religious. They try so hard to make other people religious. People gonna find, you can call it finding God, you know, whatever you call it. People go through those phases at different times. You can't make somebody go through that journey. Everybody has their own personal journey with whatever religion, spiritual. Everybody got their own separate journey. Yours might be at 25. Somebody else's might be at 36. You just never know. That's why you can't be out here judging people and stuff like that. Because everybody go through journeys at different times in life. Some people figure it out young. Some people, they figure it out in their 30s. But what I'm really trying to say is, don't get burnt out on life. I know we desensitized to a lot of stuff because of the internet. We see things every day. We eat the same foods every day. But don't get burnt out, man. When you feel like you're getting burnt out on life, start doing new stuff. Change up your routine. Start learning new things. You do not want to get burnt out on life because every day is the same. You're going to the same job, you're driving the same car, you talk to the same people, you're on the same internet. You know, same internet, it's just different things go viral every day. Even if you're on TikTok too long, bro, that can get depressing, because TikTok used to be a fun place where you could just laugh. Now, that shit depressing. Everybody on there telling their feelings, judging other people. Oh, I do this, I do that. I'm like, wait, what are we doing? What are we doing? Even being on TikTok for too long, bro, you can really get depressed on that shit. Because all people just coming up with topics that can go viral. And a lot of the topics are negative, because negative things go viral. And if you consuming that shit all day, bro, your mind gonna be messed up. Your mind gonna be messed up. Your perspective on life gonna be messed up, because you're gonna start feeding into that shit. A lot of content we watch is for people to go viral, so they make combative content so people can start debating amongst each other. That's all it is, man. That's all everything is now. So they want everybody to debate. Man, you don't have time for that shit. You don't have time for that shit. 2 years can fly by. 4 years, it can fly by. After high school, oh, years. The years just go by after high school. So don't get caught up in that shit, bro. Do not get caught up in that, because you don't want people to change your perspective on life. It's people on TikTok saying, oh, the world coming to an end. Man, everything that's happening now, it's been happening. I got a grandpa, he 85 years old. Everything that's happening now, he been through it. When they said the world about to end, bro, my grandpa been through all this. He tell me all the stories. And like they say, it's nothing new under the sun. But they just market it to people, and people believe it because they watch the news all day. How many times they said the world's going to end with a solar eclipse? How many times they said that? And there's people who still, you know, but you can't. You got to focus on your life, man. You got to have your perspective on life, not everybody else's perspective, not even mine. You got to have your perspective on life. It's so important, man. is so important. But I'm not loaded yet, but we headed to Maine, baby. We headed to Maine. I haven't been to Maine in a long time. And around this time, it's beautiful, but I think it's still like, I think it's gonna be snowing, you know, so. But I'm ready, man. I'm ready. Like I said, this month, all those bad habits I had, they done. And you feel good, bro. You feel good when you're not waking up watching porn. You feel good when you're not just scrolling and talking to different girls. You feel good. You notice that your mind was all cluttered up. You know, so that's why I'm taking this journey, man. Tomorrow, it will be 1 month. Your boy been on the road. 1 month. You know, that ain't shit. That ain't shit, dog. We got 11 more to go. We got 11 more to go. And we gonna knock them out. Because New York is calling, dog. New York is calling. We're gonna be a better father. We're gonna be a better man. We're gonna be a better friend. We're gonna be all that. But it's gonna take time. You know, don't let social media or people rush you. I'm out.